Cool, cool. Let's see what we got. Let me open up this. All right, let's delete this. Delete. Delete. Let's put this in here. Let's put inside of here the all right, we're going live shortly. I'm just trying to make sure I get all my stuff set up. Let's see. God. Let's see if I ain't leaving nobody out. We get started shortly. I'm just testing everything. Here we go. Paste that bad boy in here. Who y'all? All right, there we go. All right. We're gonna get started shortly. I'm just making sure everything is up in a row. Cool. So this is our Kairos Power Hour, business and marketing Q&A, real questions, real strategies, real results. Tired of guessing the way through marketing and business? You might want to be on this call, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Cool. So we have people jump on, I'm sure, at some point in time. I'm just glad to have everybody here, people who are jumping on Facebook world, YouTube, wherever you watch it from, LinkedIn. It's been awesome. I will be sharing my screen momentarily. I actually want to have a conversation with someone. We have a business incubator. Let me make sure. All right. I'll just make sure I got everything I need. Yeah, so we're just ensuring that people are getting exactly what they need and moving forward with that. Let me see if I got anything. All right, cool. I'm gonna share my screen momentarily. We're gonna dive right into the lesson. Today's been an interesting day. Oops. Today's been an interesting day. I'm gonna talk about this LinkedIn, power of LinkedIn. And this is not even a full training, but it's gonna be what we need it to be until we have our guests come on. Cool. Let's go ahead and put it in. Let's go ahead and put it. I feel like teaching on the power of LinkedIn. Cool. So I'm glad to have people listening in, watching from wherever you at. This is our Kairos Power Hour, where we discuss. Let me make sure it's done right. Oh, my computer frozen. Uh-oh. I can't even move my stuff. Sorry, y'all. Having a difficult time moving things around. Let me stop sharing my screen and reshare it. There we go. Awesome. Always gotta do something. Oh, they're here. So let's dive in. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But I want to have a conversation with a good friend and somebody I've been working with since 2023. Good friend. What's up, Tamette?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. You doing all right today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In a transition, huh? Yeah. Just dropping my kids off at some activity, so just leaving
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, no, no biggie. Yeah, I wanted to get you on here. I thought it'd be good. We are approaching the Falling Forward session that's coming up real soon. That's coming
Yes.
in a couple weeks. So I wanted to talk about it some more, have some more conversation around it. Um, we'll actually just probably have some discussion around that, and yeah, probably dive into some strategies and information that people can understand and learn more about. Uh,
Yeah.
Go ahead and drop that. I think I got the link. Let me drop it in.
Here, let me see if I can put it in the chat.
Yeah, because I'm gonna put it inside of the. I think I got it's the Google one. I got it right here. Fall forward.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and give you a heads up now. I may not be able to stay the whole time.
No, it's just a
Um,
little breather.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is perfect. So yeah, coming up, how you feeling about everything? It's coming up, it's around the corner, it's happening.
I'm very excited for the lives to be changed. That transformation where you go from I can't to I will.
Mhm.
Um, and to explore the possibilities of the unknown and like, hey, I can really turn this into a reality. And
Facts.
so that's what I'm ready for, like for the minds to be blown, especially when you come in the room and just blow us all away. I'm gonna be over there taking notes too.
Yeah, the facts.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I know you got some topics. Can you go through some of those topics again for people? And I'll share my screen just so people can see the I thought I already pulled it up, but let me do this. So people can see, when you click on the link that I just put in the chat, and it'll be on under our YouTube video, it'll be under LinkedIn and everywhere else. But can you go through this just a little bit about what to expect in the 4 weeks? I see it's a virtual mindset program. Who is NC Idea, sponsored by NC Idea and hosted by is at the Sporia House and facilitated by you, right? To Farris.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
you're bringing in some interdisciplinary approaches around the entrepreneur mindset through Ice House curriculum. So walk us through this. What we expecting?
Yeah, so NC Idea is a company that is specific for North Carolinians in regards to supporting
Hmm.
innovative entrepreneurs. And they're doing more than just talking about it, they're putting their money where their mouth is. And so they have a series of different grants available to help support entrepreneurial initiatives.
Hmm.
And even if you are a person who wants to keep entrepreneurs engaged, they have something called the Engage Grant. If you want to do something where you address the mindset, they have something called the Mindset Grant. Now,
Okay.
those are the lower, I won't say lower tier, but it's not as much as some of their other grants that can go into um, 5-digit funding. Um, yeah. Like, 10,000 and up, things like that. So if you are struggling and with funding and you're, feel like you're at a good place to explore that option, and you're in North Carolina, I highly recommend NC Idea. Now, NC Idea partnered with Eli Mindset, and they came up with a curriculum and a program to take some unordinary folks in situations and to share some of the things that they did in order to have spectacular results, I would say. And
Wow.
so a lot of times when we think of entrepreneurship, we look at people like, oh, well, I don't have a college degree, or I wasn't born into a family with a lot of money. Like those are the things that it takes. Essentially, what the mindset curriculum talks about goes through a series of 8 lessons, and it addresses, the real equation is, can you be of value to people? Can you see problems as opportunities,
Mhm.
um, and present solutions to a large amount of folks? Um, and so that's kind of some of the different um, topics. And then when you join us, you'll get to hear and learn more about those pillars. So you have like the power of choice,
Mm.
um, which talks about, hey, you don't necessarily have to let situations determine how you respond. You can choose how you respond to these situations. Um, there's recognizing opportunities. Sometimes we say, I have this big problem. What am I going to do? But is it really an opportunity for something greater? So those are just, a couple that I do want to drop. Those are the first 2 lessons that we'll talk about on the first day. But we have 8 of them over the course of 4 weeks, and we still
Wow.
have spots available. So I won't take up too much time on today, but I will drop some of those for
That's
y'all.
dope. No, I love that. I
Mhm.
love that. And last thing, how do we get in? What's the entry? What's the interest?
Yes.
What's some of the things
So
that
it's it's $97, and that is the fee. But we do have scholarships available, and so once you fill out this form, it'll indicate to us, what your needs are,
cool.
and we'll go from there. But we want as many people as we can in this space.
Awesome. So that's that. That's the fall forward entrepreneurship with the Farris Solutions. Is that correct? That's how you say
Yes,
it with Tamette
yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
Victoria House. Thank you, NC Idea, for that. And thank you, Tamette, for jumping on for a little quick second. And
Yes, sir. Okay.
truly appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. And I have to go. So
Yeah, go ahead.
um, keep up the good work. All right. Bye bye.
Wow. All right, so that is the fall forward with entrepreneurship. I'm gonna be on there to discuss some things. So I wanted to give that a big shout out because I wanted to push that. So if you're interested and ready for that, as you can see, you can just click on this link right here. Let's see where it goes. And that goes to this, which is a Stripe account. Oh, not Stripe, sorry. A Eventbrite, and you can see all the things that go into that. And their scholarships are available. So if you need that, you can feed that. I'm just joking. All right, cool. So I wanted to go ahead and dive into my lesson for today. Let me unshare my screen and then reshare my screen. All right. Let me. So I wanted to, all right, move this out the way. Wanted to go ahead and dive into some of this lesson. So I told y'all, and then briefly, I'm going to go over this, that I've been really taking advantage of LinkedIn, and LinkedIn came to me, right? I don't know why it's not doing what I wanted to do. So crazy. Hold on one second. Yeah, so LinkedIn came to me. I always had LinkedIn. I have LinkedIn shoot for about 7, 8 years, probably 10 years, y'all. And I never maximized LinkedIn. LinkedIn is probably one of the most underrated platforms for high ticket sales. I'm gonna start going through some of these numbers, but check this out. I didn't even start looking at LinkedIn until I was down to my last $143. And I think I told you all that before. And LinkedIn is changing my life literally now, and even still to this day. It's been totally amazing, and I want to start sharing some of the information that I got about LinkedIn to really help you understand the power of this platform. I think when I was down at $143, I told you the guy I had I guess an epiphany, or I had a moment with God at 3:30 in the morning. He came to me and I was able to get this strategy to then download into helping other people right? With this amazing opportunity that I want to share with you all today. So the power of LinkedIn is why it's the most underrated platform for high ticket sales. And I want to make sure you get access to this. And then if you really need some help, we could talk about really connecting and synergizing around this. So without further ado, right? Uh, so y'all might already know about me. I'm a digital marketer. I'm a community developer. I'm into AI, crypto investment. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a coach, right? But I'm really, really good at rallying people around a cause and a vision. So whatever it is that people are trying to do, people want to do, I can make the connection to their bottom line, whether you're in schools, whether you're in social enterprise, or a nonprofit leader or community organizer. I have generated millions in revenue for other organizations, right? I have brought in millions of dollars directly from the work I have done over the course of 20 years. But now it's just time to step into business for myself. And I have been doing that for the past 5.5 years now, going on 6. And so these are some of the people I partner with at the bottom. And you can read a little bit more about me. And I tell people all the time, if you want to, you can Google me if you really need to. All right. So why LinkedIn? So LinkedIn has over 1 billion users globally, and 4 out of 5 LinkedIn members drive business decisions. You ain't gonna find the type of numbers on Facebook, Instagram, nowhere else. So if you really trying to do business, you want to go to LinkedIn. I do more business and have made more meaningful connections on LinkedIn than I have anywhere else. I told you I made 17,500 now, well over that now at this point. And I have had some of the most powerful connections and some of the most powerful connections and some of the most powerful groups of people I have been connected to in the past 4 weeks than I have all year on Facebook, all year on Instagram, even TikTok. So LinkedIn is where it's at for me. But the highest organic reach of any platform in 2025 was given to it, and it's less competitive and more professional intent, right? So people really want to collaborate there. So you got numbers like this: 60% of users are between 25 to 34, 50% earn 75,000 plus. I think it's a little bit over that. I think it's like 60%, right? And 61 million senior level influencers and 40 million decision makers. So you have on this platform, every time you come across a handful of people, they are decision makers for their organizations or for big corporations. But not only that, they have a higher annual income on LinkedIn, right? So what most people get wrong, they focus too much on followers, not enough on systems. They post without strategy, never posting that authority, and don't follow up or engage strategically on LinkedIn. And I'm just giving you just 20% because the stuff the meat and potatoes that I really want to give you is not on this document. You all have some, but it's not fully there. So we have LinkedIn accounts. We have looked at it in the past as a job finder, and it's still that, but it had LinkedIn approach into a different place in 2025, where it became a content creation location. And so it is experiencing a phenomenon right now as we speak, and you can take advantage of that. All right, so I want to go over briefly some of the strategy that I use to help you understand what it is that you can do. So I'm only going to talk about a few of these today just to make sure we're on time. So when you're doing your LinkedIn build out, you want to build with authority and through storytelling. So your goal is to warm up the algorithm and connect emotionally. So you're going to reflect on 20 defining moments, right? These are my examples that I've used for myself, right? Hurricane Helene, I've been affected by. Ground AVL, my coffee shop. You have Monday through Friday type strategy. So you got story posts on Monday, tactical Tuesdays, industry Wednesdays, call to action Thursdays, and testimonial Fridays. So your CTA example is ever had a moment like this? You don't want to just outright put out uh your link. You want to ask questions. You want to engage people. You want to have people DM you, hey, such and such, right? You want to DM people that commented on your stuff. So you say, hey, such and such, or hey, Brad, loved your comment. Are you building something powerful too? So you want to take this strategy and convert it over onto LinkedIn, because when you start getting into trying to use the same strategy of getting followers and getting likes and recognized, that don't necessarily turns into monetization, right? So here you have something that's meaningful and something I'm utilizing, I'm sharing with you, right? When you get to your week 3, as far as in you building up, this you taking your time. Now you can speed through this in 2 weeks or less, right? If you real gung ho, you can do it in a week. But I'm just mapping it out for you as if you were doing this over a course of a month into 6 weeks, right? So building out your offer, your high ticket offer is necessary, right? We got a few other offers, but I really want you to focus on your high tickets, because the more high ticket offers you have, the less issues you will have with when you do get a client. You don't have to get as many clients with low ticket. Nothing wrong with low ticket. You should have low ticket and a mid ticket, but my focus has always been high ticket. I've try to do low ticket. I have done mid ticket. My best results is when I make people spend more money, because they're more serious, they're more attentive, and they're not wasting their time. Now, I recommend you choose a niche, whether it's spiritual entrepreneurship, whether it's social enterprise, whatever it is that you do. And your goal is to create a 6-week program. And your 6-week program needs to be chronological, going through week 1 through week 6. And this is an example right here of something somewhat of what I built. But you can talk about in the first week, identity and brand, week 2, offer and pricing, LinkedIn profile. As you can see, you want to take people through a methodical process of how you can get them set up right from week 1 to week 6. And it's your job to condense yourself, something that take you 12 weeks to explain, you need to explain it in 6 weeks or less, right? Because it's more powerful that way and committed to memory. You can also start off with your high ticket offer between 2,000 and you can raise it up to 3,500. My high ticket offers are already at the jump at 5,000, but I've been doing this a little bit for a little while now at this point, and I'm getting kind of decent. I can always get better, and I am. That's why I have coaches, I have support, and that's why I'm offering this to you, because whatever I learn, I'm sharing it with you as well. But you can you can also offer payment plans. So when you're building this out, you can also offer a payment plan that is between, breaking up into 2 payments or 3 payments. I prefer everything up front. If I am doing a payment plan, I always increase it a little bit more, because people renege on their commitments, but also more importantly, you want to control the narrative and how people work with you. Week 4 and 6 is warm lead generation machine. So you're going to find 10 niches on LinkedIn. You're going to connect with followers and commenters directly. You're commenting 10 on 10 powerful posts, at least 10,000 10,000 followers or more that they have, and you can get it in the first 2 hours that you can comment. I have a lead tracker too as well that I can share with you, but when we talk about your call to action, when you DMing people, you're DMing them to book a call with you. You want your daily workflow, 1 hour content, 1 hour engagement. That's all I do is spend 2 hours a day just doing this, y'all. I follow this exactly. And then of course your closed clients with your sales calls. And so I have a 40-minute call breakdown, your 10-minute rapport, your 15-minute pain discovery, and I have a full system around that. A 10-minute presentation solution and a 5-minute closing the sale, right? So you handle the objections with questions, and then if they don't buy it right then and there, you can also follow up with a 2-minute video to recap, if not close. And those work really wonderfully as well. So if you are looking to build on LinkedIn, you're looking to have a better turnout rate, hold on one second, patience. Hold on one second, y'all. Hey, can you stop? Can you stop? Hey, can you stop? Please. Hold on one second, everybody. All right. All right. Sorry about that. So week 6 through 7, you close clients with sales calls. We talk about report, pain discovery, present solution, close the sale. So you want to handle objections with questions, right? And I have a whole process. The thing is, let the customer talk. You should not be doing all the talking. You should not be doing all of the conversation. If you're talking too much, you already lost the client. All right. And then your week 8, right? These are just 8 steps. We can look at them as 8 weeks as well. But automate, scale, and multiply. So create your lead magnet. My lead magnet is these free calls, right? Or my lead magnet may be my my weekly my free book, right? But that gets you more emails. Then you want to build out self-paced courses. You can charge between 500 to 1,000. Then you can launch referral programs. People you work with, anytime they offer your stuff, you get them between $300 and $500 per sale. You can host monthly workshops, right? You can do weekly content rotations, wins, system highlights, DMs, the whole 9 yards. This stuff really works, y'all. So the question is, why does it work, right? When you follow this system, you are building trust. You're creating scale. You're creating clients by creating connections. And it's not just content, it's really true conversion by having conversations through your process. It doesn't feel salesy. It feels like you're offering something that people really need and people really want. So leveraging LinkedIn, you book a free strategy session that should be totally free to people. You follow the full framework and get support. And the only question left: are you ready to show up like a leader? And yeah, so that's just like a high level overview of LinkedIn. You should most definitely look more into it, of why LinkedIn is so important and why you should be on LinkedIn as well, because it's truly changing the game. It's changing the game and people are getting on it. I just landed another high ticket client on LinkedIn today, and I'm really maximizing on it. If y'all got any questions, feel free to reach out. I also put in the video comments, and it's going to be on YouTube and everywhere else, the fall 4 entrepreneurship classes that coming up, and I'm super excited about that. And I look forward to talking to you all soon. I'm glad that you're on. If you want to be a part of these calls, it's Kairos Power Hour. We do it every Thursday. You can also follow the YouTube. You can get connected to all the different pieces that we're doing. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. And let's make it happen, y'all. And I'll see you on the other side. Peace.